Hey, are you a high achiever who struggles with perfectionism? Do you get stuck in the cycle of overthinking? Do you do everything for everyone else because you think otherwise it won't get done? Do you feel like you should come with a disclaimer? Hi, I'm anxious. Hey, I'm Katy. Full disclosure, I'm not a therapist, doctor, or mental health professional. I'm just a career mama who also struggles with anxiety. For me, anxiety reared its head at the most inconvenient times when I wanted to be present with my family, at those high pressure business meetings, when I was laying in bed awake at night worrying instead of sleeping. I just wanted to relax and be able to have fun, and I know that you do too. What if you found tools to manage your anxiety? What if you knew how to enjoy life even though you are anxious? Look, it's time to put down that third cup of coffee and swap it for some lemon water. We're going to get control over anxiety so it can stop controlling you. Let's go, girl.
Sweet soul, thanks so much for being with me today. I'm so glad that you're spending your precious time with me today. Before we dive in, I want to remind you that in my free Facebook community, the link to join is in the show notes. I'm going to be hosting a town hall meeting on Friday, January 17th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Central Time. I want to hear from my community. I want to hear what draws you there, what keeps you there, what it is that you're wanting or needing in 2025. So, if you're not already a member of the community, the link to join is in the show notes. We'd love to have you there. And if you are a member of the community, I sure hope that you'll be able to make some time to join on Friday, January 17th at 6 p.m. because I want to hear from you. So, sweet anxious souls, I can't wait to talk about this topic today because it's very simple, but this thing that I have been doing differently with planning has been making such a big difference in my life, and I really enjoy it. And I wanted to come share it with you because I'm hoping it might benefit some of you. So, I think as an anxious high achiever, you are probably really adept at planning, and I'm guessing also maybe constantly trying out new planning strategies, systems, hacks, tricks, whatever it might be, just to constantly improve on your own effectiveness and efficiency. And I know that that's something that I do. So I tend to plan in like quarterly or 90-day horizons. That just works best for me and my lifestyle currently. And something that I have added into that I have found has been incredibly helpful is first, very first, before I plug anything else into my planner, I'm adding in celebrations or fun, if you will. So, holidays, birthdays, vacations, something special going on. I put those items onto my calendar first. And then as I'm doing my planning, I'm backing up and making sure that I'm making time and taking the steps that I can to maximize those opportunities for celebration, those opportunities for fun, those opportunities for joy in my life because I think that those are all things that as high achievers we tend to put by the wayside. We might throw, for example, a bang up birthday party for somebody in our family just because that's who we are. But are we really making time for ourselves to enjoy and to celebrate? And I want to add a little tip or trick for you, and this is something that I'm working on, and I hope to expand and come back and talk to you about soon. But along with those, I'm adding in opportunities for celebrations of things that are going well. I've mentioned many times here, and I know this is something you're no stranger to as an anxious high achiever. We tend to not celebrate what we're doing well or what is going well as a result of what we're doing. And instead, you just brush past that and move on to the next thing. Somebody might even pay you a compliment and say, "Hey, you really did a fantastic job on that presentation. I'm so impressed." And you go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, thanks." And then move on because you're uncomfortable with the celebration of yourself or the compliment. And so I am plugging in strategic times within my calendar to do celebrations. And it's something that I'm working on. It is new, it is an experiment. So far, so good. But I'm going to continue working on that, and I hope to come back here and share more with you. But this is my encouragement to you, sweet soul, that however you plan, whatever method you use, I would encourage you to put first fun, celebrations, whatever brings you joy, plug that in first. It's like that concept you hear people talk about when it comes to maybe your paycheck or budgeting. They talk about paying yourself first and then divvying out the rest of your funds or allocations or monies to other things. I think this is kind of similar. Like, pay yourself first with the time, attention, and energy to celebrate life, to enjoy life. And I bet that that will go really well for you. And I can't wait to hear if you're trying it out and if it's going well for you. I have a free Facebook community. Again, the link to join is in the show notes. If you're not a member there, I'd love to have you come and I'd love to have you share how this is going for you as you're trying it. This purposefully planning for celebrations and fun and enjoyment in your life and the impact that it has on you, and maybe even the impact on those around you. That's all I've got for you today, sweet anxious high achiever. I am so glad that you take time to join me here once a week. I like to keep these episodes short, sweet, and actionable, and I want to continue the discussion with you on these things in my free community. Again, the link to join is in the show notes. We'd love to have you there. It's an incredible community full of high achieving women just like you and I that are there to support, encourage, and uplift one another. I'd love to have you join us if you're not already a member. Thanks for spending time with me this week, and I can't wait to talk with you next week, sweet soul. Take care.
Hey friend, thanks for being here. Did today's episode help you feel more in control of your anxiety? Did it inspire you to rest or relax? Or maybe it challenged you to really look at why anxiety is a part of your life? If so, I'd love to hear from you. If you would take 30 seconds, pause this episode, scroll down in Apple Podcasts, and leave me a review, I would be so grateful. See you next week. Disclaimer, I am not a medical professional and this podcast is not providing therapy or medical treatment. Contents of the podcast are for informational purposes only and are not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your healthcare provider with your health questions and concerns.